Alright. Let's get this introductory part out of the way. Number 1, Nagito is being weird like usual. Number 2, could it really be that Gundam is the killer? I really don't want that to be true, but if he's truly the killer, then...
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Again with the opening act.
You said opening act again!
Yeah.
Please hold on. We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal.
Gundam.
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Since the beginning?
Oh!
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
That is true. It is busy enough to go from one house to another, given the fact that the elevator is broken. However...
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Oh my god, Gundam, you're making me laugh over here. Oh, how the mighty will fall soon enough.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. Well, technically there are, but hey, let's not ruin the moment over here. We're gonna have a non-stop debate with Gundam Tanaka over here.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
What do we have over here? It would seem that Akane's gut is reacting once again. So that's how it's going to be, eh, Gundam? You are gonna use this to contradict us. Oh, such lowly attempts at escaping the truth. A contradiction is when something is obviously wrong. There's no contradiction I can't shoot through. I'm going to find out what that is. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'll shoot through the contradiction.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Well, it would seem that... No, Well, I'm thinking about this. I don't really have Nagito's, like, strange feeling true bullet, so... I can only think of one way to deal with this.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Alright
Yellow
then.
broken at Grape House.
Let's see.
Since I was at
Akane, it is your time to shine once again.
How much
Ah,
longer do you plan to lecture
I
me?
actually forgot.
Stop this already.
I actually forgot what the button was for freezing the time over here.
Elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As
Speaking
long
of
as that
time,
elevator
this
was
has
broken, your assumption collapses.
I don't know if this is actually if this trial lasted longer than Mikan's than chapter 3, but
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an
accomplice.
secret
There you go.
How much
Secret
longer do you plan to
passageway.
Stop this already.
It is time for you to fall, my
Only means of
friends.
travel between-
No, that's wrong.
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Quite on the contrary, my friend Gundam. It is quite elementary, actually. I mean, hell, I feel like we talked about this before, didn't we?
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Now, really? We're doing this again? Fine. There you go.
The only one!
Come on, Nagito.
Nagito, you should know.
Alright, Nagito, just get that stick out of your butt and talk to us.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you know exactly what we're talking about, sir.
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Yeah, and it's because of that we figured out the structure of the funhouse. Come on, man. Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show off. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down... Surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
So it would seem.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Mm-hmm. Truly.
Infinity unlimited flame!
Hey!
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
So you have appeared. Huh. I guess this must be the will of causality that brings us together.
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Yeah, that is true. Can't stop, won't stop, don't know how to stop. You are just facing inevitable punishment from the gods if you confront me in the battle of truth. So it's best if you give up now, oh overlord of the loser empire.
Did you say?
Yeah, you heard me right, Mr. Gundam Tanaka. Bring it on.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Even if the turbine box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes. Provided
Whoa.
you use
Whoa.
a spacious wormhole.
What is this?
However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the Neophile deities?
Okay. His argument is exhausting. Just listening to it makes me tired. I need to skillfully cut back against his words so he doesn't outpace me.
Even if the turbine box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
A spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say.
There is no other way to cut these than doing it all diagonally and all that. I cannot reposition my horizontal attacks. Jesus. Oh, come on. Fine. I have to be so precise over here. Jesus. Well, when it comes to sword fighting, we're not talking about just being powerful. You need to be precise. You need to be precise, yo! There you go.
I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning.
Know the limit of your own reasoning.
Don't bark, you cur.
Don't bark, you cur.
Want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion. At least pray
what?
to the key which dwells in the light.
Oh god, he's unleashing his unlimited power. He probably means try providing the evidence that Kira went to the Octagon. Well, a fuck ton of reasons. The key which dwells in the light. I will break. The key which dwells in the light. I will break through the darkness.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't
Wait,
bark,
what did you say?
cur.
The pillar went to the... killer. Oh, shit!
Which dwells in the light.
Oh, God, no! Oh, whew, that was pretty close. A little bit more and I would have had to go back to the original topic and be precise with my attacks once again. Ah, damn it!
Know the limits of your own reasoning.
Alright, Gundam.
Say the killer went to the
This is
Octagon.
getting tiresome.
Don't bark, you cur.
This is boring. God damn it!
The key which dwells in the light.
Why the hell am I doing this? Oof, okay. Wow, that's...
The limits of your own reasoning.
Okay. Alright. Well, I have one evidence that shows that the killer went to the Octagon.
If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom.
Allow me to cut through those words. The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. The hammer that looked like the weapon. And the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
And you cannot tell me that somebody came in the funhouse with the hammer and the chain. That is just no excuse.
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
place. They obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end. Normally, we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
What?
Hey, what do you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point.
Wait, what?
Thanks to that,
What's going on?
Nekomaru wasn't able
Wait,
to
what?
the Grape Tower.
What are you doing, you fucking cock?
The meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower.
What are you
just
doing?
like we did when we found out the elevator was broken.
You're stealing Hajime's spotlight over here.
Obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall was broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower.
You
But
fucker.
Surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
I like that it also goes like automatic, like I cannot really stop it or anything like that for me to contradict.
Their plan was a balancing
Yeah, what
act
the
of
fuck?
uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded.
Huh?
They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
I see.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight him.
God freaking damn it.
So by pressing
Oops.
the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
Oh.
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything?
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What are you doing?
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions!
My illusory assumptions? Wait, what?
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Oh. Apparently so.
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru. It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought, truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Sorry to say this, Gundam, but just like Hajime said, you are the one who is wrong here. You may have your powers of the evil eye, but no matter how much you exert it, The powers of the great detectives and the absolute truth will hit you harder in the face, Gundam Tanaka.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you don't really want to admit it. Then, just as you requested, I'll provide an argument that will leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Oh my god. Gundam. Oh god! Panic talk action. No, I don't have my skills anymore. Fuck! I don't have any more. I don't have. What did it say before? Oh, come on! Oh god, this is gonna suck so much! Oh, come on! Okay. Whew. Oh god, this is gonna be difficult. Okay, fuck you. Fuck you! I'm gonna use my fever time. If you're gonna use your full powers, then I'm gonna use my full powers. Just like I said. Screw you! I won't let you do this. You will face the absolute truth. Oh god, no more fever time.
It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind so easily?
4 Dark Devas!
This is the end.
Oh! What?
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh! Oh?
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Oh?
Of course, that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundam.
That is true. I mean, his hamsters are surely agile and very strong.
In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Emissary of evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through Supernova Silver Fox Sandy. He pressed the button? Truly, this is the skyline lamentation art of the demon mouse. Soon the door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
That is true. Well, what do you have to say about this, Gundam?
Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Oh god, he still has more? How much are you gonna fight, god damn it?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
To admit it?
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
Wait, you admit that you're the killer?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then just trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Wait. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Closing argument. Okay, well, in the end, Hajime is gonna be the one to do this. Oh, that's fantastic. Glad that Nagito is not gonna do this. That son of a bitch. Alright, so the killer is tampering with the elevator. He is doing the funhouse. Nekomaru is waking up. We have Fuyuhiko in the lounge. Nekomaru is walking like a robot. Gundam surprised him with the 4 Dark Devils of Destruction and pressed the button. And then tied him up, set the alarm for the clock. The killer destroyed... Okay, he went back to the other place, set the chains, the alarm set off in the lounge, and Nekomaru fell. Alrighty then, let's begin. We already have this. This is 5 and 29 or something like that. Alarm set for 5:30 a.m. It's 5 a.m. Right now... what time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? Could it be this? Not over here. Or either that or it could be here. There. Hamster and murder! We already have that. The door to Strawberry Hall goes destroyed. Wait, the Strawberry Hall? Ah, okay. The Strawberry Hall, okay. Who gathered at the lounge? Now over here, the killer destroyed what after leaving the tower? The button, right? And then hung the loop onto the doorknob. Okay, that was when he was right over here. There we go. Alright, stock 2. What do we have over here? 2? Wait, what? It's 2:40 a.m. Right now... Okay, I don't think that's really... We cannot use this. Nekomaru dangling in mid-air. We have... Okay, we already have this. Akane also heard something from her room. Who gathered at the lounge? We have this? I don't think so. He woke up at... Fuyuhiko can't sleep. Who gathered at the lounge? Okay, so which ones am I supposed to use here? Who was in the lounge since early morning? Okay, we have Fuyuhiko over here. Who set the lounge clock's alarm? Okay, so you either use Akane... Ah, okay, so you also have this, gotcha. I actually forgot about this. Wait, are you serious? Okay, so we cannot use this, we cannot use this. Alarm set for 5:30 a.m. It's 2:40 a.m. right now. Wait, what? That's this? Oh, I guess so. I guess that's when Gundam did his own thing. Wrapping the chain around the doorknob. Okay. Around the doorknob. We already have this. Kiss the pillar, damn it! Okay. The hamster pressed it. Okay. Nekomaru's weakness, right over here. There's a huge hammer that Gundam puts over here. Or... okay. He put it here. It doesn't really matter where he put it. You could have put it from the Strawberry Tower or Grape Tower. I don't know. The doorknob came off. Why did Nekomaru fail? Because of that. Meta because of the lounge clock alarm. Okay. Who gathered at the lounge? Right over here. There you go.
In this case. Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck.
You mean the power of the 4 Dark Devas of Destruction!
This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage. so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall.
But surprise,
But
surprise!
something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
It can only be you, Gundam.
That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Okay.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself! I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret?
Well, we solved the mystery right now, but why, Gundam? Why did you do this?
Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!